Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Mehdi. In today's video, I want to review all Paco Rabanne fragrances in my collection. I have around 16 bottles. I don't count the backup bottles. I want to review them all today for you in the memory of Paco Rabanne, who has just left us. Without any further ado, I want to start by Phantom at number 16. It is a fruity, candied, sweet type of fragrance. It is like grapefruit, grape in a candid way with some sort of a sparkling vibe at the background. For me, this one is too juvenile, not my cup of tea, but yeah, it is pleasant and gets crazy compliments from ladies and positive reactions. It is great for teenagers and like a school type of fragrance with average performance. At number 15, Ultrared, another candied fruity fragrance. Smells like orange candy with some sort of vanilla ice creamish feel to it. Actually shares a lots of similarities with Phantom. I believe this one is like orange candy. Phantom is somehow like grapefruit candy, but at the dry down definitely you can get similarities. Performance is average. At number 14, Black Excess, my most favorite one from entire house, hands down. Such a delicious, fruity, juicy, woody fragrance. Fruits are here different compared to 90% of my collection. It is strawberry, berry, with some sort of, I can say, citrusiness at the background, but it is mostly in that berryish side, and at some points it is smoky and woody. I can get some sort of very unique earthiness at the background of the fragrance, which works great with that woody base of the fragrance. Gets crazy compliments, especially at the first hour after applying. It is great for indoor situations. Performance is average. I can get like 6 hours maximum with first hour and a half average, and soft, sexy projection on sillage. At number 13, Pure Excess. Synthetic, powerful, loud and strong fragrance. It is sweet, it is complex with some sort of pencil shaving-ish vibe at the background. It has a lots of ambroxan at the base. You're gonna get that strong synthetic woody feel of the fragrance. Gets very great compliments, lasts like 10 to 12 hours plus on my skin with 2 to 3 hours solid projection and sillage. At number 12, Pure Excess Night. For me, this one is highly inspired by Ultra Male from House of Jean Paul Gaultier. Shares like 85% of similarities, but this one is more basic compared to the Ultra Male. I mean, they boosted those ambery and woody notes rather than fruity, bubblegummy and happy sweet notes. But you're gonna get immediately those similarities here. It is a very long lasting fragrance, lasts like forever on my skin. Projection and sillage is not as loud as Ultra Male or Pure Excess, but definitely you're gonna get solid 2 hours of projection and sillage and 10 to 12 hours longevity. Let's dive to the Invictus line at number 11. So we start with Invictus. I have to say also, this is Onyx version. My bottle is just fancier, like collector version of Invictus. The juice inside is same. It is aquatic, woody, sweet and bubblegummy synthetic type of scent with a great compliment getting factor. Still gets me compliments, positive reactions. Yeah, why not? I can still wear it and recommend it. Lasts only like 6 to 7 hours maximum, let's say, with first hour and a half average type of projection and sillage. At number 10, Invictus Aqua 2018 version. I don't have, unfortunately, any 2016 version in my collection, which I really enjoyed that fragrance as well. It is like floral, aquatic, loud, sweet, and somehow at the dry down earthy and dusty type of fragrance, which I really enjoyed that point of the fragrance. Compared to the regular Invictus, this one is longer lasting and definitely stronger, and in terms of getting compliments, this is way better. Gets crazy compliments. Performance is over 10 to 12 hours plus in terms of longevity on the skin with 2 hours of solid projection and sillage, and unfortunately discontinued. At number 9, Invictus Legend. I have to say, one of the most unique smelling fragrances in my collection because it is oceanic and somehow salty, and at the same time it is fruity and sweet. That salty and sweet vibe is a very different, unique, challenging type of contrast to my nose. In terms of performance, I can say one of the longest lasting fragrances in the line of Invictus, or in entire house, let's say. It is like 12-13 hours plus in terms of longevity, just lasts forever. Projection and sillage is not like beast, but it is very good, I have to say, for first 2 hours, And also it is not one of my most complimented or at all complimenting type of fragrance, but I enjoy it personally. It's not all about compliments. At number 8, Invictus Intense. At the first sniff I was like, okay, this one is less aquatic definitely compared to the regular Invictus, more fruity and has some sort of rodent vibe to it, and woodier at the dry down. So they reduced here that aquaticness of regular Invictus. It definitely has that potential to be a long-lasting fragrance because it is dense. You get that concentrated feel of the fragrance, which it is a long-lasting fragrance, like 8 to 10 hours plus. In terms of longevity, I can get like 2 hours plus of solid projection and sillage and last way longer, like 1 week on the clothing, and still you can get some wefts after few days on the clothing with this fragrance, and great complimenting factor as well. At number 7, Invictus Victory. I just ordered Invictus Victory Elixir, which is 2023 release. Soon I will review that fragrance as well. This one is for me totally a different fragrance compared to all of the flankers and the regular Invictus. They should have opened another line maybe for this fragrance. Reminds me of Pure Excess, Black Excess somehow. This one shares that DNA to my nose, more DNA of Black Excess, Pure Excess rather than Invictus line. It is like chocolatey, woody, tiny, fruity, and has some sort of pencil shaving vibe at the background like Pure Excess, I have to say. If you are into gourmand or semi-gourmand fragrances with touch of ambroxany woody notes at the background, this one is definitely a must-have or a must-try at least for you. Performance is great, complimenting factor as well. At number 6, Invictus Platinum. After Invictus Aqua 2016, this one is my most favorite one from line of Invictus, and after Black Excess, let's say, my second most favorite one in entire house. It is a green, a bit aquatic, fresh, sugary, sweet and strong type of fragrance. It has some sort of also round type of DNA, but I would prefer to try it in the spring and summer. I feel it is more summery, springy type of fragrance. I haven't the chance to try it because it is pretty new in my collection. Lasts like 10 to 12 hours plus easily. I believe it's gonna last like maybe 14 hours in the spring, and projection and sillage is solid at first 2 to 3 hours and gets crazy compliments, guys. At number 5, 1 Million EDT. I believe this one is good memories, one of the top sellers and well-known fragrances. The most well-known fragrances in entire house. Opens up jammy, fruity, sweet and dry anis, spicy, woody and somehow musky, leathery. I have no problem with performance of the fragrance. Still long-lasting, still loud in terms of projecting, and I have no problem with newer formulations as well. At number 4, 1 Million Lucky. My first bottle is running out. Backup bottle is ready here. So my third most favorite fragrance from entire house, let's say, to this one. It is just yummy. It is all about plum, hazelnut, honey, like freshly baked cookie. Has that extremely mouth-watering gourmand vibe. Lasts very long, but it is not a beast mode fragrance because of average projection and sillage. It is like 10 to 12 hours plus type of lasting fragrance, but projection and sillage is cloudy and gets crazy compliments. At number 3, 1 Million Privé. The most mature, grown-up, niche smelling version of 1 Million with boosted tobacco. I don't say added tobacco because I can get that tobacco-ish feel still in the regular 1 Million. That jammy feel, I believe, comes from the tobacco. Here we have doubled up type of tobacco. Tobacco is boosted here, and they reduced some sort of juvenile note and they added more weight to fragrance. If you like fragrances like Ojan by Parfums de Marly, Ambre Narguil by Hermes, let's give a cheap example like CK1 Shock. Definitely opening is in that genre, tobacco-y, strong, sour and rotten. Performance is great, but not one of the best complimenting fragrances in my collection. At number 2, 1 Million Parfum. My least favorite definitely fragrance from entire house or from my entire collection, I can say also. Not at all my cup of tea. It is floral, it is powdery, salty, suntan lotiony. Definitely I don't like suntan lotiony type of fragrances. And yeah, for whatever reason gets compliments. Performance is crazy, lasts like 12-13 hours plus in terms of longevity with 3 hours of solid, loud, offensive type of projection and sillage. That's it. At number 1, 1 Million Elixir. definitely way better compared to the Parfum version. They removed, fortunately they removed, I'm happy, that suntan lotiony vibe. They added more fruitiness. For whatever reason, immediately reminds me of Sergioff Erba Pura. For me it is very close, especially at the dry down. That synthetic ambroxany fruity sweet vibe of the fragrance is very close to Erba Pura to my nose. Some say no, nothing at all, but reminds me of that fragrance immediately. Maybe it is me. Performance is great, like 10 to 12 hours plus, with 3 hours of solid projection and sillage. Great complementing factor. Take care, guys.